Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. You know, when I went inside after doing some errands, got my stuff together, got ready to go out, I said, yeah, it's a pretty nice day. Yeah. Then I went ahead and forgot my gloves. How do you like that? So what am I riding today? Well, it's yellow. It's only two bikes that are yellow. Yeah, this is the new Engwe E26 26-inch step-over model in Bumblebee yellow. Now, this one does have a higher handlebar stem, so I'm sure you can probably see the handlebar this time. Tried my best to adjust the camera, brought it up a little higher. I don't know if that helps or not. I did put this lower, okay, before I used to stick way up over here. Yeah, I reverse mounted it and brought it lower. All right, let's take a look at this this radar detector. Let's see what it says. It says 20 miles an hour. Oh no, it says I'm doing 29. 20 to 21, and we were doing 21 to 22, according to this. So I'm gonna guess that this thing's off by at least 1.5 miles per hour in favor of this, okay? And that's usually the case. A lot of times, if it's gonna be off, it's gonna be that the display screen on the bike will always show it as more than the radar might actually show it. All right, so they gave us the go-ahead to go forward, so we will go forward. So, what's the weather right now? Well, it is warmer than yesterday, so I'm just wearing the Fisherman's Life sweatshirt. I am not wearing the heavy-duty jacket this time. I am also not wearing the X-Nito helmet liner. And of course, I don't even have my gloves on. So, yeah, I can feel the wind hitting me. I think if I had the gloves on, it would be a little bit nicer, but it's not so bad. 64 currently. It's better than the 50s that the other days were. So where are we headed today? Well, if you know the path, you might know that it's time to head back to the post office. Yeah, you know, I always said that once I deliver the mail for one bill, the other bill will be coming in like a day or two later, and sure enough it did. I just haven't had a chance to go out there to put it in the mailbox. Now, many of you guys have said, why are you still paying at the post office? Yeah, well, it gives me something to do. All right, let's stop here. Let's make sure everyone's okay. Safety guard is stopping everybody for kids, so we're taking advantage of it. Yeah, it gives me somewhere to go. Yeah, I don't mind. I think I would mind more if I didn't have a bike. If I had to drive my car there, I probably wouldn't be too happy about it. But no, it gives me someplace to go. And on top of that, I don't leave it in our mailbox for the mailman to pick up. Never really liked that. You know, in our general area, you might have noticed that many of the houses have those mailboxes out by your driveway, and then you put a little flag up to tell the mailman that your mail is in there. Well, that tells everybody else your mail is in there too. I don't like that. So I don't leave it there. And there's no mailboxes for you to put mail in this general area. So you got two options. You either do it at your house, or you go to the post office and do it. So I just go to the post office. Yeah, gives me someplace to go, and I'm okay with it. So now, everything else is usually paid online. It's just two things are not paid online. Our landscaper is not paid online, and our utility bills are not paid online. Otherwise, you have to pay extra for a convenience fee. The landscaper, I don't want to use the Zelle thing. I think he started taking Zelle recently, but I don't like using it, so I don't use it. So he gets a check. That's what he gets. All right. I mean, he's used to it, and that's what he did all along until he started doing the Zell thing. But no, I don't trust the Zell stuff, so I don't do it. All right, we got to pass this this light first. Hold on. Let's pedal a little bit here. Now, as you know, the Engwe will do 24 miles an hour with the throttle, but you can go faster if you pedal. It will go up to 28 miles per hour if you pedal hard enough. We're going up a hill at this point, so really I can't pedal fast enough going up a hill to get it there. But yeah, I've hit 27 at least, and then I ended up having to stop because I was going up a hill again. So I said, okay. But yeah, I have no doubt it'll do to 28 if you pedal it. Now, the one thing that's a little bit different on this bike, if you throttle and pedal at the same time, it takes the throttle's speed, not your pedal speed. So as we know, the throttle only goes 28 miles per. The throttle only goes 24 miles an hour. You throttle and pedal at the exact same time, you're only going to get to 24. So if you want to go faster than the 24, you got to let go of the throttle and pedal it. A little quirk about this bike. It's okay. You just got to know your bike. That's all. I mean, if this is like your only bike, you get used to it. What difference does it make? You'll learn to do it all the time then. All right. Wind was blowing up so hard I couldn't even hear myself talking. Much better in this direction. Now we've done this mail run quite a bit now. So yeah, this bike actually does pretty good for an inexpensive bike. You know, what's inexpensive is a relative term. You know, at what is this thing selling for? $11.99, and they have, I think, a $50 discount on top of it. So let's say $11.50. Okay, that's inexpensive for some people, but it's expensive for others. I know that. My wife always tells me that. She says you can't keep saying stuff like that because that may be too much money for some people. That's true. I'm sorry about that. But what I'm saying, it's inexpensive in comparison to other e-bikes. That's really what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that it's affordable for everybody. This is a tough thing to pay for, you know, especially if you're on a fixed income and the like. So I understand that. So sorry about that. All right, let's put the mail in the little slot over here. I always go on this side. I don't go on the side with the cars anymore. It's usually less filled up on that side. All right, wait for all these cars to pass, and we will pass through again. But yeah, relatively speaking, right? It's a less expensive bike compared to some others that are of this size. Oh, I got a little ladybug on me. Hitching a ride on my arm. Just kicked it off. And performance-wise, it does pretty good. Yeah. I mean, we realized it wasn't the best over hills, but it did 7.8 miles per hour, which is better than some. So it's better than some for a bigger bike. And on a flat surface, like, you know, like doing one of these things, yeah, you could do your 24 miles an hour throttled, or up to 28 miles per hour if you pedal it. And what else more could you ask for? Shift's really nice too. I haven't shifted here for you guys, but you can take my word for it. It's shifting just like all the other ones. It's a Shimano tourney derailleur on there, which is of course the lowest grade Shimano, but hey, it does its job. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. You can't complain about it. So, no, I'm having fun on this bike. This is a nice bike. So if you're looking for something that's not really expensive, but a full-size bike, okay, with 26-inch by 4-inch fat tires, yeah, I would recommend this bike. Yeah, price-wise, it's right. You know, if you want to save that extra $50, you got to move fast on this thing. I don't know whether they're going to honor that all the time, but it is available now as far as I know. It was the last time I looked at it. So I think it came out to, what was it, about $11.50? I think they pay for the shipping and tax and all that too. I'm not positive, but check it yourself, okay? But I'm pretty sure it is. So I don't know if you can beat this for the price. It's got a nice bright headlight on it. Yeah, good job, Engwe. I think they did a really good job on this bike. Even that folding bike, that first one, the EP2 Pro that they first gave me, I always liked that bike. I thought, oh, it's a cheap bike, it's not going to be good. Hey, that thing did pretty good. One of our subscribers has that bike now. He's riding the RUSSISRIGHT bike. Yeah, he traded me a guitar for that. Remember that? Yeah, he got a good deal. It's okay. He's having fun. I'm having fun with my guitars. So there you go. All right, let's hop off here. I gotta move up a little bit now. I don't want to be too far back, but you know, if the car moves up, I gotta move up too. So anyway, let's go again. Time to move. Kids are screaming, chasing each other. Chasing each other and screaming. How do you like that? So what else is up? Well, first off, let me say this. Like I said before, many of you guys had commented that you're still riding. That's a good thing. Yesterday's video would have been the video I did with the Magicycle Jaguar Rundy, trying to lower its battery, which we did. So one by one, we're trying to lower the batteries. That's our purpose for the next several rides. We gotta get some of these batteries down. Now, keep in mind too, that's just one Jaguar Rundy. We have two other Jaguar Rundys, and both of those have extra batteries. So I got 4 Jaguar Rundy batteries I still have to lower down. So we will eventually take those and bring those down. I think, let me think here. The Magicycle Cruisers, both batteries are down. Ocelot Pro. Well, Ocelot Pro shares batteries with the Deer bikes. I think I brought down 2 of the Deer batteries, but I think I have either 3 or 4 of those batteries, so we got to bring a couple of those down. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's always things to do. And then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, let me think here. The commuter bike is down. The Velotrix bike is always down. And let me see what else we have. The Euphree bikes. One of them is down, but the other one isn't. I have an extra battery for that second one. So yeah, we got to work on 2 of those. The Himiway Zebra's battery is down, but I have a second Zebra battery, so got to work on that one. And let's see what else we have. We have the Rambler, the Himiway Rambler. I gotta check that one. I'm not sure if that one's down now or not. But if not, we got to work on that one. We only have 1 battery on that one currently. This battery on this Engwe, I only have 1, although Engwe tells me that once they have some additional stock of batteries, they may send me a second battery, which is good. The problem is when they send it to me. Well, okay, if they send it to me, I just won't ride it. Because usually, a lot of times these batteries, when they're first shipped to you, they don't have a whole lot of charge on it anyway. They don't keep them at 100% when they ship it out to you. So as long as I don't touch it, we'll probably be good for next year. So yeah, we still got to work on batteries. We gotta bring them down to the 70 to 75% levels. And then once we hit that, then we'll just designate 1 or 2 bikes I'll take out for the remaining part of the year if there's any more riding time left. I won't be rotating through all of the bikes then. It's just too hard to keep track of everything then at that point. So I got to debate which bikes would I be taking out constantly for whatever's left. I think maybe the Cruiser, Magicycle Cruiser would be good to do. I haven't ridden that bike all that much this year, and I kind of miss it, really. I really like it with the suspension seat post on there. You know, Magicycle gave that to me too. So if you're looking for a suspension seat post, yeah, do me a favor and order from Magicycle. Just use the affiliate link in the description. That gives me a little bit of commission, of course. And they sell it pretty much the same as everybody else, but you know, it supports the Russ is Right channel by supporting me. So I appreciate that. Not afraid to ask for it. And yeah, maybe I'll take that one. I really like it with the suspension seat post, and then I have that nice and cushy saddle on it from Giddy Up. Yeah, I can't find that saddle anywhere else. I don't think they have it anymore. I mean, I don't know what happened to them. There's an alternative saddle that's sold on Amazon. I forget the name now because of my bad memory. But I put a link to that. People who have it have reported that it's pretty nice. So yeah, you might want to try that. Those are really wide. They look really strange. They have, like, I call them wings because they stick way out to support your butt. And those wings aren't really supported, so it's just kind of like they kind of just hang out. You know, it kind of curves and hangs out. And that little hangout gives you this little rocking feeling, kind of like your butt is just floating from one side to the next, and that's what makes it feel so good. And it's cushy, so I don't know how this other one is. What is that brand called? TYL or something? I don't know, something like that. I don't know. It's like 3 letters. I have it in the description. If you're check it out yourself, and you decide if you like something like that or not. All right. So we're down. We're about down 1 bar. I'm gonna ride a little bit more, just to make sure we're down at least our 70%. So the Cruiser might be one I will designate as the one we'll continue to take. That's the one, I leave that one in the garage, but of course I always take the batteries out. Oh, let's talk about the batteries, about taking it off the bike. Yeah, people are asking, do I leave it? Do I leave the battery on the bike over the winter? No, take it off. If it's removable, take it off. Yeah, it's actually better that you store that inside in a, you know, not a hot environment, not a cold environment. You know, just like room temperature. It's actually better for it that way. It's not so good to leave it in the garage as it's freezing out there, and it's not so good to leave it in there when it's hot either, you know. So yeah, if you have an option, take it out. Now, some bikes you can't take out, like for instance those 2 commuter bikes that I have, the Magicycle commuter bike and the Velotric bike. Those bikes you cannot remove the batteries, so you'd have to store the whole bike inside. And we also mentioned too that, you know, there's bikes that will slightly discharge your batteries over time. Those bikes will do that. They will slightly discharge over time. And other bikes will do that too, I've noticed. Like for instance, the Electric Bike Company batteries, I cannot remove those. They're kind of like, I mean, I see the batteries. They're just wired in there to the point where I really can't just grab it and take it off. I'd have to diswire everything, and I'm not going to do that. So, okay, I think we'll go down the path and come around, and then I'll call it a day. That'll extend some of our time too on the bike here. So anyway, bouncing around. Now, this one has a suspension seat post, but like I mentioned before, it's kind of a cheap one. It's just the up and down type is not as fancy as the one you would be buying from Magicycle. The Magicycle one, you know, kind of rocks backwards and up and down, so it's a little bit better. But this suspension seat post, I'm bouncing up and down on it a little bit here. Because of my weight, when it goes down, it doesn't want to come back up by itself too easily. I have to actually stand up a little bit to let it come back up. So yeah, it's got its flaws, right? But still better than nothing, I guess. You could always change these out. These are not that expensive. I mean, if you wanted to buy another brand of this type, I think you can go on Amazon and find them for like $30, $40, something like that. They're not real expensive. But if it was me, if I was going to change this one out, hey, I'd go to the Sun Tour, upgrade it, get a better one. My friend Stacy's calling me again. I think I better take it. All right, anyways, I appreciate you guys calling and hanging out with me. I'm going to take this call from Stacy. I'll talk to you guys next time.